Hello, everyone. Senator Collins, Representative Ford. The death penalty. I mean, you come to Illinois, what are you going to do to me? I killed 6 people. What are you going to do? Put me in jail? Give me 3 meals? What are you going to do? I mean, it makes no sense. We don't have a death penalty here. We don't have a concealed weapon here. This is open market for all criminals in Chicago. It's open market in Illinois. I mean, y'all vote everything down, but all these people be victims. And the guy that robbed them, killed them, stabbed them, their kids, raped, murdered them, what they do? Go to jail? Yeah, they get fed, they get free medical. We lose our job, we don't even get medical. We don't even get public aid. You know, it's sad, we get nothing. We work, lose our job, we get nothing. You know, and all the laws, you know, supposed to help the people. But we're not helping the people. We're helping the criminals. We house them, we feed them. You know, you work, you can't even get unemployment. Run out, where are you going now? We need help in the community. That's what we need, a lot of help.
That's right.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alice Morris, and I can only tell you my story with guns. I was born in this house, so naturally, my brother got a gun when he was like 11 or 12 years old. And because I was a girl, I didn't get one. Okay, but if you didn't have a son, then you could give it to your daughter. And he did learn how, but my father used a gun for hunting, and et cetera, et cetera. And since this time, I probably have had at least 7 relatives that have been killed here in Chicago through gun violence, directly affecting me. I have a 45-year-old daughter. She was shot when she was 4 by a family friend. His father had a brand new black gun that he brought from the army. And happened that it just grazed her. And we didn't really do anything to this young man because he was only like 8 years old. And I don't really think he was ever properly dealt with. Did you know that he grew up because he had a fascination with guns? And he killed his wife. Okay, that was my first encounter with gun violence. Then it went on until 1993. My daughter, like I'm saying, I'm a constituent over here. And then I know you know me because I used to live in your auntie's building. And I know that you have several relatives that have been killed through gun violence or whatever, you know, I know that, you know, we know that, we know that. But my daughter was killed on North Avenue in Lockwood back in 1993, and she was 14 years old. Beautiful child, straight-A student, had went to the University of Chicago, Northeastern University, the gifted program, the Summer Museum and the gifted program. We're from like raising good kids, you know. But she was killed in a drive-by shooting by a bullet that was meant for somebody else. And it was an assault rifle. They fired 14 bullets in the window. So thus began my journey with saying like something is wrong with us having these kind of weapons in the streets of Chicago and in our country. Okay? And then I'll take in my own personal story with a gun. Before stalking became popular, I had a stalker that was in love with me. So when I dished up with him, he was always trying to do something to me, say he was going to do something to me. So I went and bought me a gun. I took the training, and they asked me at the gun shop, what do you want to use the gun for? I said, well, I want to use it for protection because I'm going to kill him if you mess with me. And so they say, well, they have these, what kind of bullets you want? They told me all about the bullets and said, you know, you have to learn how to use the gun, the stance and all that. I did the course and all this stuff to learn how to use the gun because I was really afraid that he was going to do something to me. So one day he came to my house and the kid said, he out there, he out there. Boy, I went running, I got my gun. I was trying to load it. I knew what to do, but I was like this. Because that antenna was pumping, you know, like, will I have to shoot him? Is he going to come in here? And by the time I got the gun loaded, it went off on me. And it shot in my floor. And that's when I realized is that I could not even protect myself with a gun because I could have killed one of the kids in my house. You know, so I know they said like safe training and all that stuff, but I'm just saying like when something happens, you don't know how to react. Nobody know how to react until the situation is going in. And I remember a case, and Tom, I know you remember this case. I don't know if it was in Wisconsin. It was a hunter, and there was 6 hunters, and one guy killed 6 guys, and all of them had guns. So that just goes to show you that even if you have a gun, you can't protect yourself. And I know many cases where kids have been killed by their family friends in their house. I can tell you the statistic is terrible, you know.
Now, the math tells us that we have 10 minutes, and if everyone speaks for 5 minutes, we'll go past 8 o'clock. So we're going to need you all to speak right there. That's okay. But we need to keep it short so we can close up. Also, we want to recognize State Representative Derek Smith.
My name is Brian J. Sloyak. I'm a retired Oak Park police officer. I spent 30 years. 2 things you will never see. You will never see a blue-shirted officer at that desk. All right? Because a blue-shirted officer is forbidden to speak to you. He has to have permission. And as a blue-shirted police officer for 30 years, I can tell you I never feared the armed, honest public. Never. Oak Park, a young American Indian boy going to work at 4 in the morning, soon after they passed the gun ban, was hunted down in the streets of Oak Park by a white mob, completely covered up. That man used his handgun to defend himself and killed one Charles Murray. Right? It was either him or Charles Murray. God created man, Smith and Wesson created all men equal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Estrada here, United States Marine Corps, prior service. I want to say this. You know, I'm a former Marine, he's a former Marine as well. The day when I found the need of somebody being able to carry a weapon legally was the day when somebody pointed a weapon in my chest at the age of 11. My mom right next to me, she couldn't even swing the purse of this individual that had a weapon in my chest. You know, so I was scared. Who wouldn't be? Last year, I was in my Marine Corps uniform, standing right off of 38th and Kedzie, surrounded by the street gang twosies. No respect for that uniform. No respect for me. Was I scared? Yes, I was. His mom just so happened to be driving right down that street. The gang members went up to his mom's vehicle. I don't even have a weapon. The cops that were cruising by, they didn't even care. So you tell me, where's the line? Why can I protect myself? If I can protect you guys, if I can serve my country, why can I carry a gun? That's it. How come I can't carry something? How come let me protect myself. Let me protect your children. You know, let me protect them from the people that are about to shoot me.